Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I've made it out to Crackington Haven in North Cornwall for a sunrise shoot that's really not looking that promising, to be fair, but fantastic to be here nevertheless. I'm here on holiday with the family for 2 weeks and staying just outside Crackington Haven, so this is about 10 minutes down the road from me where I'm staying in this lovely cottage. And I wanted to make the most of getting out in these conditions because it's really foggy, really misty, and hopefully that's going to add a little bit more drama to the actual compositions that I'm able to capture today. So hopefully it'll work out quite well. So let's have a look at what I come up with today. Making it down onto this rocky headland here, come up with this lovely composition. Now, I well and truly know that this composition's been captured once or twice before because through my research with a ninja friend, shall I say, it's obviously one of the locations that I wanted to obviously capture, and doing the research I watched a couple of Tom Peters videos, and I knew that this location was here, but I wanted to obviously capture it for myself. So I've made it down the slippy slope down to this little headland here, and fantastic scene and really worth the little scramble down. So what I've actually done is got the foreground here with this lovely rock with some of the lichen on it as well, which is looking lovely in this muted light. So I've taken the camera at f5.6 ISO 100 and about half a second shutter speed, focused on the rock, taken one image there, focused in the far distance onto the rocks leading out into the sea, taken another image, and then focused onto the misty headland over the far side as well and taken another image. And with obviously those three exposures, then looking to blend them together to also get that focus stacked image. So yeah, working out really well. Lovely misty moody morning today. The tide's actually receding as well, which is what I wanted, because there's some lovely detail in the rocks here in the foreground, and hopefully making it down onto the beach in a moment will obviously make it a little bit more interesting. It's absolutely fantastic. With obviously the mist as well on the horizon, it's sort of making it all blur into one. With that sort of slightly long shutter speed of half a second, smoothing out the water a little bit as well, making again for that sort of ethereal look that obviously you want to capture in some of the compositions. So hopefully, yeah, working out to be really interesting this morning. So this scene is actually getting even better from this vantage point, and I've not made it down onto the beach because I'm loving the mist as it's rolling in even more now. It's actually increasing, getting thicker. So I've obviously swapped over to the long lens now on about 80 to 100 mil. just playing around with obviously the zoom and the reach of the lens to pick out some of the rocks that are out at sea, but obviously shrouded in this fog. It's absolutely fantastic. F11, ISO 100, and about half a second is my shutter speed and the settings for the camera, because I'm loving that sort of a detail and the texture that I'm able to pick out. And obviously where you've got that sort of mist there in the fog, it's obviously creating that really sort of softness between some of the rocks in the foreground and then obviously the rocks that are out at sea as well. So working out really quite well. And yeah, now obviously can't see the other side of the bay here, but yeah, it's really interesting, really well worth the effort to get out of bed at just before 5 AM, make the short drive down here, but to be rewarded with this type of conditions, really worth it. No one else around at all, no one on the beach yet. Yeah, obviously no colour at all from the sunrise, which was a good 20 minutes ago, but that doesn't matter really. I'm not necessarily after those types of images today, however, would have been nice. But yeah, obviously there's more times to come down here, hopefully, throughout my stay in North Cornwall. But it's absolutely fantastic. What a lovely location to come and photograph first thing in the morning. With these conditions, yeah, some people will think, oh well, what's the point of actually getting out of bed? But it's really worth it. Made for an interesting drive though down here this morning, down the twisty country roads. Yeah, luckily enough I wasn't going too fast, and obviously a couple of the sharp bends did approach a lot quicker than I was expecting, but yeah, all fun. So it's proved to be a fantastic shoot here this morning at Crackington Haven, and a really enjoyable shoot as well. And with obviously the foggy conditions, made it really worth it getting up early in the morning, as I've said. I'm really pleased with hopefully the images that come out really well. Obviously you've seen them already, but looking on the back of the camera, hopefully they're going to be quite interesting, and using the obviously conditions to my advantage. And as I mentioned earlier, sometimes you sort of look out the window or look at the forecast and think, oh, foggy conditions, 100% cloud cover, no chance of a sunrise, what's the point getting out of bed for it? But actually it is worth getting out of bed for, because obviously of these unique conditions. No one else here, no other photographers here at all, so I'm the only one that's actually been able to capture these images here this morning, and they're never going to be repeated again. Okay, yeah, you're going to probably get fog again, the location, the composition down there on that headland there is always going to be there, but these actual fog conditions, they're what it is today. It's not going to be repeated again, so that's really where it's worthwhile getting out in these types of conditions. Hopefully you've enjoyed the journey today. I've really enjoyed it myself. I know it's been obviously a few weeks since I've obviously posted a vlog, but obviously with my trip to Dungeness and then obviously work and home life, etc., getting prepared to come away on holiday, with obviously everything that's going around in the world at the moment, it's a bit of a tricky one, and obviously it was a bit of touch and go whether or not we did come away, but we're taking obviously extra steps and extra precautions when we are venturing out, and obviously not heading to some of the popular locations in Cornwall, and obviously making sure that our impact on the environment, both obviously physical environment but also the people of Cornwall as well, that it's as minimal as possible, because you need to be respectful in these times and these obviously conditions that we're under at the moment. Anyway, I hope that you're all safe and well. Thanks a lot for watching. If you do enjoy it, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Please leave us a comment, as I really enjoy the comments. And until next time, take care.